Welcome everyone to this beautiful Tuesday morning. It's a bright, sunny morning here in Somerville, Massachusetts, and I'm Kylie Theodore, and I'm here with my cousin Keith, who's allowed to speak now.
Hi.
Hey Keith, Carberry.
How much am I allowed to speak?
Keith,
as much as I want?
No. You're allowed to speak as much as I will tolerate, which ostensibly is supposed to be the same amount of talking as I do. Half the talking.
Half.
Yeah. But we'll see. This is sort of a probationary show. This is everyone. This only happens every couple of years on Run Button. Keith's contract is up. And so we're currently going through a reevaluation process to make sure, does Keith still fit with our team here at Run Button? Maybe it was a good fit at the start, but we want to make sure that fit is still fitting, right?
Can I ask? Is it just sort making it together? Are you looking to see out of me?
Like what? Well, Keith,
jokes? Is it knowledge about video games? Is it funny wordplay?
I'm glad that you're bringing this up, Keith. Let's see. It's, I'll say the jokes, let's be honest, that's probably your strong suit, right? Jokes are fine. I'm going to say the wordplay, don't like it. Cut it out. Let's get rid of that wordplay. I've been getting a lot of
snus.
Yeah, it's not up to snus, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from our listeners, and this isn't coming from me. This is from our listeners. They're saying they want to hear you stop making any sound. They're tired of the any sound thing. Yeah, they're totally over it.
You mean my ability to make any sound, not they want me to totally shut it.
They don't want you to make any sound, including normal English word speech.
It's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be tough for the show.
It's gonna be really, I was gonna say, I thought it would be great for the show. Probably just tough for you. You can, Keith, he can never keep that yap shut. And that's...
What do you mean the show is so much about talking?
Right. But I think the listeners want to hear more talking from me, less talking from you. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I can explain this better.
No, I follow.
And now that I'll give you, obviously this isn't the time for you to process this. You can do that on your own time after the show. But from here, we're going to move on to my specific complaints. These ones are from me, not necessarily the viewers, but I do hear whispers. There's, I'm thinking things like we could use more enthusiasm for the old PC games and console games that I randomly want to do for Snooze Button. For example, when I'm like, hey, Keith, I want to play Hexen, an old Doom engine game made by Raven Software in the 90s, I don't want you to just be like, yeah, okay. I want you to be like, wow, that sounds like not only a great idea, but the perfect idea for Run Button. Now, obviously, I can't reshape you, Keith. That's not my role as the boss/owner of Run Button, right? I can only find the right pieces to fit into the puzzle. So if the shape of your piece isn't fitting this puzzle, maybe this isn't the right place for you.
No, I already am excited about the game we're playing today.
Wow. Thank you. And Keith, could I say, I see you over there, and I see that extra effort you're putting in. And that's great. And now we just need you to take that a couple notches higher, and that's like the level, that's like the baseline that we would want you at every day.
I really didn't think that that's the kind of show that we did. I didn't know that this is what you wanted from me.
Well, I mean, yeah, in general, I always want you to be really enthusiastic about the games that I choose for us to play on Snooze Button. You know?
Okay.
I would love you to be like, Hexen, oh my god, I was just thinking about playing Hexen.
I was just texting about wanting to play that.
I would love you to be like, oh, you want to do a second Run Button episode of that one Battleship game on Xbox One? I don't know why we haven't done that sooner. For example.
Right. So you want me to be...
I'm just saying, if you were to be a puzzle piece, again, I can't change you, Keith. I have to make this absolutely clear. No. I cannot decide for you how you should be. Yeah.
Would you believe that actually?
Oh, you're talking now.
I've actually been that way the whole time, but was too embarrassed to show it. Because I didn't know how you would react. I didn't think that's what you wanted. And so I'm actually relieved that this is what you want. Because I actually have been hiding that's who I am.
Oh, Keith, let it out, please. Please, be as enthusiastic as you want about...
It actually makes me sick that we're not doing Battleship all the time. And I would...
This is Keith.
If someone said that I had to kill in order to make sure that happened, I would do it.
Oh my gosh. This is just... Wow.
Tell me what game we're playing again?
I'm a little overwhelmed.
Again, please?
We're playing Hexen Beyond Heretic.
God, what is that?
It's the sequel to Heretic, a Doom engine game made by Raven Software. Yes! And this is the best part, Keith. This is true of Heretic. I don't know about Hexen, but Heretic, the executive producer, that was John Romero. That's the Doom guy.
What?
And he helped them make it. Yeah, I know.
Helped make them the commercial mod for his own game?
Yeah, that's how much he loved Doom.
And I'm just now hearing about it?
He loved Doom so much that he just apparently wanted to keep working on Doom.
Wow. That is fascinating. And I am fully engaged.
And now we are going to be playing the sequel. And now I've been playing Heretic and I just finished it. And so now we're going to be going to the sequel, which I haven't played, Hexen Beyond Heretic. And you're probably equally as thrilled about that one.
I'm speechless about it.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I'm typing in the URL to our YouTube.
Oh, right. And I'm sorry. This part I kind of forgot from the listener feedback portion of your review, but they definitely they're full up on tea discussion. They're saying it was interesting at first. Keith is into, traditional tea brewing and the drinking of that tea, but actually we're done with that now and we don't want to hear any more about it ever again.
And it's funny because I actually don't even feel that urge to explain exactly how in which calling it traditional is extremely complicated.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
And if I had 40 to 80 minutes,
and let's be clear,
things to say,
you absolutely do not have that.
I don't have it. But if I did have 40 to 60 minutes worth of things to say about how the way that I like to brew tea has been politicized by various countries to various ends, and sort of in that destroying any objective truth about it, even if I had that, I wouldn't even
right. And I
want to talk about it even.
And I wouldn't want to hear it. So, anyways,
but I really want to hear more about Heretic.
I don't really. Okay, this you might be getting a little confused. Keith, I am the host of the show, so actually, I'm gonna be the one just making all the decisions for what we do and don't talk about. And as a piece fitting
and
in,
enthusiastic, but not inquisitive.
Not inquisitive. Well, I mean, I just want you to stay on topic, I guess, is all. And
I can do that.
This is getting exhausting. I'm just so done with you.
I'm sorry, and how can I do better?
All right. You know what? I'm starting to feel like you're not taking this seriously. And now I realize maybe that's on me a little bit for trying to do, a sort of employee review live on...
No, I think that was a great and strong idea.
Live on the show.
And it shows the mind of a true leader.
Right. And because I'm a true leader, as we've been saying this, as this conversation that we were having was continuing, I wandered onto Twitter accidentally and saw here, trending, the Ku Klux Klan, because the Texas State Senate passes bill to eliminate requirements that public schools teach that the Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong. And isn't that a victory for freedom? What do you think about that, Keith?
I think that my "Don't ask me if the Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong" t-shirt.
Well, I won't be, as per your t-shirt. I won't be asking you that.
Good. I didn't even have to finish the joke. You just cut me off halfway. You've seen that. I'm sure you've seen that.
I think, but it's what? I think you sort of got the joke wrong, though. That was my.
Like
that's why I
10
cut
degrees.
That's
it was
why
maybe 10 degrees off of what it is. It's don't ask me, or my this bad thing t-shirt. I don't do this bad thing t-shirt. And instead I did my "Don't ask me about" t-shirt. It's very similar.
My "Don't ask me about the Ku Klux Klan" t-shirt is not answering any of the questions you're not asking me about my shirt.
Right. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I had it.
Okay.
My game crashed.
What? Your game crashed?
Yeah.
Keith?
Yeah.
Now, I guess we're back to the employee review section. No. This doesn't work for that. Are you playing Kerbal right now?
Yeah.
Keith?
Yeah.
You always get mad at me for that. You're like...
Yes, and you've never changed your behavior, so...
What do you mean?
Have you?
Have I stopped playing games during streams? When did I ever do that? You don't let me. You get so mad.
Right, so I just...
So you wouldn't fucking dare do the thing that makes you the most mad. Right?
Yeah, I totally would.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, but it's different. It's Kerbal. I just have to sit here and watch this thing go across space slowly.
Yeah, that
Like, it's not, you know?
I'm always wanting to play Kerbal.
I play Kerbal all the time.
We already did a Kerbal snooze button, didn't we? So
It was like the first one.
it was like
I play
it was
it
a very early
once a year.
one.
I play it for like 2 weeks. It was very what?
Very early. It was an early snooze button.
Yeah. It was like one of the first 3. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Because and there you have it. I wasn't paying attention
There
to
you
it.
go. Wow.
And I crashed and then I went to reload the save back to where I was so that I could keep just traveling and having a long flight while we do this. And when I went to reload, because of the crashed ship, I got a crashed game.
Wow, it was a double crash. Now, Keith, earlier I was sort of pulling back the curtain and letting the viewers in on your employee review.
Right.
And now I'm going to pull that curtain back and even further pulling back of the curtain and say
that employee review bit was actually me giving you an employee review because you don't initiate enough bits. That's the what actually was happening, and you got a B+.
Oh, I don't initiate enough bits and I got a B+ for that.
Yeah,
wow, that's good. Now, Keith, would you believe if I told you this, would you believe that I had a joke in mind, but then the moment I started saying the words leading up to the joke, I forgot the joke. And so I found myself in the middle of a sentence with no end.
Oh, and then I jumped in and did a joke and
now it's gone. So
there we go. I guess that all worked out then.
Yep, we did it. What were we talking about?
We have not started talking about anything today.
That's not true.
The first thing we did was the employee review bit, and that never ended. So,
yes, what? Okay, well, since it never ended,
that wasn't a criticism. It's just true.
Let me just pull.
True.
I'm gonna go back to that employee review curtain, and I'm gonna pull it back further to reveal, Keith, I'm gonna be honest. I put on a brave front, but this whole boss thing, really, it's new to me. And so I'm still trying to look at others' examples of bosses and say, this is what a boss is. That's how I should act. And I'm thinking now, I know from personal experience, playing video games at your job, bosses hate that. That's like the thing they hate so much.
Yeah.
And so
I have experience hating when that happens to me.
Or I guess you could imagine if you were someday to be the boss of something, like I'm the boss at Run Button,
right.
I guess it would be like that. It's not really the same because you're not on the same level that I am on.
Right.
But other than that,
I mean, you're one step under a manager. You're a key holder. So, like, you're in manager meetings and you have extra responsibilities at Run Button, but you actually still only get paid like $1.50 more than me.
You seem to be confused, Keith. Obviously, I'm the manager and you're the key holder. That's why our Twitch recovery text went to your phone. You're literally holding the key in your phone. Am I streaming my desktop right now? No, I'm not.
No, you're streaming just the Run Button picture.
Wow, I love that. I actually...
Excellent. Great OPSEC. Kyle, you have really strong OPSEC.
And I know that stands for optical security.
Operational security.
No. It's optical.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was so good. Wow. can I say, if this were the old Keith, I know that you would have argued with me on that one. But I love that this new Keith, the shape of this puzzle piece, it's fitting a little better. Keep that,
That's great to hear.
Keep that same energy. I love that.
Should I
contorting yourself?
Pay increase?
What?
Should I expect a pay increase?
Oh. Well, I mean, absolutely, we love to recognize the contribution of our employees and periodically give them small increases, sort of like as an incentive / keeping up with inflation. That is sort of a privilege we sort of reserve, though, for more senior employees. And since you're what we call a contract employee, that's not available to you now. But maybe if that puzzle piece keeps fitting as that good, maybe one day you might get moved up to a position that could then one day move up to a position that could get a pay increase.
Now, you said I'm a contract employee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The contract does say that I am due for a raise if my position isn't terminated.
I'm not sure why you would say that. Obviously, no clause like that would ever exist in any employee contract that we would have you sign.
Right here. Here, I'll screen share it with you.
I hope you're screen sharing it with me.
Yep, here it is.
I sure am waiting. No, I don't see it. Ooh, sorry. I hope this isn't a bit that you're doing because I'm waiting for a real screen share.
No, it's not a bit. I'm actually doing it. All of this is real. The employee evaluation's real. Everything we've been saying is true. And so if I were to say something that were not true for no reason, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. So as part of this true thing that we're doing, I'm also going to say something that's true, which is my employee contract guarantees me a raise. And Kylie, I would like to ask you to deal with that reality.
No, I refuse. How could I deal with this? I wholly reject this. I don't see how you could. I don't know how you could present a contract employee contract and say that it entitles you to a raise and expect me to read that as any kind of reality. I think we know that's the fakest thing you've ever said.
It's not. It's true.
Okay.
I thought there wasn't anyone left who had not heard about Yes and, but I guess I was wrong.
Wait, that's And what were you doing?
I was doing Yes and.
That was the part where you were like, no, in my contract it does say that. That was a yes and.
Yeah, it was. I could explain how it was if we want to go into it.
No, it's okay.
Too bad. I'm going to do it.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about a contract. I introduced a new reality that had not yet been denied by you.
Yeah.
And then you said, no, that thing that you came up with is not real.
Well, I'm the boss. I'm in charge of the reality. As your boss. I mean, the bit was, as your boss, I construct your entire reality no matter how nonsensical it is.
And now, Kylie, to pull back the curtain on the employee review of me that's actually an employee review of you.
Uh-oh.
As someone who doesn't introduce enough bits, and I need to make sure that you're going to be comfortable introducing bits as part of Run Button. I already have said you were on a course for a B+. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to dock you half a letter grade, give you a B- for this.
I was really liking that B+. That's my spot.
Your idea was solid. The boss constructs the reality for the employee. But I've just got to say that instead of working towards that reality,
Okay.
you shot down my reality.
Right.
And we don't do that here in Run Button. You know that.
But I was just thinking that since you were
just overthinking.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, I guess what I was thinking was I was the boss, and also I like my ideas, and then you came in was like, I have an idea, and I was like, no, I don't like that idea. That's not my idea. Was that not right?
No, that's selfish scene work.
Oh, no.
We build on ideas. We don't tear them down.
Right.
No one is going to have ideas that you like as much as your own.
Okay.
But we got to work with that.
All right. Okay. Can we keep doing the show, or is this like a you're sending me home
fired.
early kind of a thing? Wait, what?
Fired.
That was really quick. I went from B- to fired in half a sentence.
We do.
Keith.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't remember what it was, but earlier before the show, this is like classic Keith. This is Keith's MO. We get on the Discord call, and we're trying to work out audio issues. But once that happens, once there's like any kind of lull, Keith will just start doing a podcast. He's like, so I've been playing Kerbal. I think you brought up Kerbal or something. I'm just remembering you started doing a podcast before the podcast, and I was like, no, stop. Save it for the podcast.
Yeah. And
do you remember what that was?
I will agree. I do remember.
Okay.
No, okay. All right. So basically, here's what happens is that sometimes I will have one sentence to say about something, and that's it.
No.
But Kylie can't tell if what I'm doing is wasting podcast or... I guess I think it's the fear that I'm wasting podcast, because I really did only have one sentence worth of stuff to say about Kerbal. I don't remember what it was.
Damn.
I was on the moon. Yeah, okay, I do remember. I've been playing Kerbal again, which I do about every year. I play Kerbal, and I'm bad at Kerbal because I'm impatient.
Can I ask though? When you say once a year you play Kerbal, like
for like 2 weeks.
Like, do you get to the moon? Is this like a...
No, I actually this year orbited and returned from the moon successfully for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now imagine how triumphant that would have been if it was a Run Button Let's Play.
Yeah, but we did Kerbal last year, and you came to me saying, do you mind if we stream? I was considering being like, hey, we should do Kerbal, but...
Oh, no. Wow. The balls. The chrome-plated balls that would have been on Keith for him to, not 1 week after denying my request for a follow-up on Battleship, to request a follow-up on Kerbal? How dare you?
Okay, so first of all, I didn't request it, and part of it, like I just said, was because we did it a year ago. So...
but you already know I don't care about that.
My balls are still normal. And then second, to imply that Kerbal is less deserving of a third play than Battleship.
Well, I don't think I was implying that.
I think your tone,
and that I don't think we've had any Kerbal content before that.
We may have, but it was years ago.
Okay. And I said, Keith, a let's play. I meant a separate Kerbal series.
Oh. I mean, I'm not against it, but
it's too late now. You're already on the moon. It's done. And you can't redo Kerbal ever.
Well, okay, but I have yet to land on and this is what I'm working towards now. I have yet to land on the moon and return to Earth.
Wow. You mean wait, I'm sorry. You mean like isn't it like Planet Kerbal or something?
No, the moon is called Mun. I have yet Kerman is the name of
Kerman.
I have not landed on Mun and returned to Kerman.
It would be way more impressive if you landed on Mun and then returned to Earth, because I presume that's much further away than Kerman.
I would love to know where Earth is relative to Kerman. They introduced, actually, I don't know if they introduced, but I finally figured out how to do maneuvers. I'm not above
much
the possibility that maneuvers have been in the game the whole time, and I saw them and was like, that's confusing. I'm not going to do that. But have you seen these? Have you seen maneuvers?
No, I don't know anything about maneuvers, but tell me all about it while I take a bathroom break.
Okay, sure. So everybody knows that you get in a plane or in a rocket ship like in Kerbal, and you have all these directions you can go, and you can go up and down and left and right, and you can rotate, and that's how you fly the ship. And Kerbal is very nice, and it gives you a trajectory of where you're headed when you do stuff like that. And maneuvers are something that you get if you upgrade your tracking center, I believe. And they basically let you map out a trajectory before you actually get there and slide it across a timeline. So you can be like, okay, what does it look like in 200 kilometers if I fly prograde this much and also have this degree of, I don't know, pitch or something.
So it's simulation. They added simulation to the simulation.
Well, okay, it is simulation, but then what it does is it says, here is how many seconds until you have to start accelerating for this to happen. And so you can plan out a route and then follow the timeline and nail it perfectly, as long as you follow the instructions of like, okay, 28 minutes until you have to boost. And so you're like, okay, fast forward until I'm 40 seconds away. And it's like, you should boost for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And so you wait until the appropriate time, and then you boost for the appropriate time. And then your actual trajectory should line up with the simulated trajectory.
So
and if it doesn't, then you can sort of fiddle with it before the line goes away. So you can be like, oh, I was actually off by, a couple seconds worth of burn, which in space, if you're talking about, tens of thousands of kilometers, is a huge distance. Just a little bit of boost can give you a lot overshoot or undershoot. So it makes getting to the moon really easy. I don't know if it's always been in there, but like I've been very slowly working through the campaign for like 2.5 years, and I only recently unlocked this. It rules. It's really cool.
So
it made going to the moon something which seemed impossible to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all I have to do is fly it right and not get impatient. And now I can do the moon.
So it's basically like you plan moves ahead of time, and then when you get to them, your computer's like, you got to do this move right now. This is the move you planned for.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
It is cool.
That sounds cool. Almost as cool as my ergonomic mouse that I got to not make my wrist hurt as much from using the mouse. This
does sound cool.
If you can believe, Keith, this was I actually got this mouse a couple days before my new keyboard, or maybe, wait, did I? Maybe I bought it. Maybe I ordered it before and it didn't come in till after. I got a new keyboard and a new mouse, Keith. There's so much new stuff happening.
Logitech.
I got an Anchor, which apparently it's Anchor. It's pronounced Anchor. Anchor ergonomic vertical mouse, which I'm going to put on the stream for visual aid.
Ad? Are you taking ad money now?
We're going to have an affiliate link at the bottom of the show. I just want to show, because look how weird this mouse looks.
Is weird.
It's weird.
It's so weird.
And you hold it like this, but it's good. I really like it. It was weird for a second, but now it just feels normal to me. Wait, what is this version? What's that down there? What is this, a different version? What is this weird little thing at the end there? But anyways,
every mouse has a butt, and that's
I had been playing WoW, and like what always happens when I get into playing WoW is I start getting carpal tunnel pain in my mouse hand. And I was like, I should do that trackball thing. I should get one of those ergonomic mouses that people like. But then I don't know. I somehow came upon the vertical mouse. It's like if you just turned a mouse sideways and then put the laser on the bottom of that, and it's nice. It doesn't hurt my hand as much. I can finally, Keith, my PC gaming time is unlimited. Oh, this one has a bump on the bottom.
Before it was so limited.
I mean, Keith, if I'm gonna be gaming and here's a helpful demonstration of how it helps your wrist. Obviously, if I'm gonna use this mouse for like 6 hours straight to play Diablo, that's gonna hurt my hand. That's gonna hurt my wrist.
Yeah, and we've all been there.
Even with the ergonomic mouse, it will eventually, I just start to be like, ooh, my tendons are getting worn out from all these clicks and all this tough moving the mouse around. But now that I have this ergonomic mouse, not only does it help with that, but then when my wrist gets tired of the ergonomic mouse, I could switch back to regular mouse, and I have a whole new lease on gaming because it's a different mouse position. No one will stop me from grinding now.
That's kind of cool.
I have two mice that hurt my wrist in different ways.
Is that true?
It's essentially true. If anything, weirdly, if anything, it's not if it were more vertical, that would be an even better save, I think, for pain. But the way this sort of 45 or perhaps 54 degree angle is it's enough that it feels really close to just like regular ass mouse usage. I was afraid that I was going to get some wacky ergonomic mouse and then mousing would forever be a more difficult task than it used to be for the sake of helping my wrist, but it's just a nice mouse.
Just a nice mouse.
I'm just happy. I'm happy about my weirdo mouse. And shouldn't we all strive to be happy about our weird mice?
I like my mouse. It's not ergonomic or anything, but it doesn't hurt.
It's good. Well, maybe if you played World of Warcraft, it would hurt you. You want to try that?
No, I don't want to try. You don't want to spend 500 hours in Outland. Outland?
Bad choice. Outland.
Is that a World of Warcraft thing?
Yeah, that's where the Burning Crusade expansion takes place. That's where I've been playing because I've been playing that.
What is World of Warcraft?
Well, Keith, World of Warcraft is the massively multiplayer online RPG that takes place in the fictional world of Azeroth, the world of the Warcraft RTSs. Of course, most people, you and I, probably know Warcraft predominantly as an RTS series, but nowadays, it's actually become an RPG. Can you believe that?
Wow. I mean, believing is hearing.
Yep.
And I'm hearing about it.
And you're
I believe
hearing
anything that I hear.
Yep. That's what they always say. So I guess you believe it now.
You play anything else besides World of Warcraft?
Yeah, Heretic. I'm playing Heretic, but
what got you interested in this? I mean, I guess we'll probably want to talk about it while
I
playing it.
I might have just been thinking recently, like, I think I had been thinking, like, I should go try Heretic, but then also I think it was literally the fact that I got this new mouse and was like, well, let's take this puppy out for a spin. And obviously, Keith, I don't have to tell you, but you know that when you get a new mouse in and you want to break it in for gaming, the first place you go to is a Doom or a Doom Engine game.
Oh, it's definitely the first place that I go.
Yeah, to really put it through its paces. And so I liked Heretic, and also that is what helped me know I liked this mouse, because it didn't get in the way of playing Heretic, and aren't we thrilled about that?
Yeah, I'm definitely thrilled. Why is that your go-to? That's such a weird thing.
I just like it so much. Like no, Doom.
Oh, okay.
Heretic.
You were playing Heretic not because you like Ravensoft or Heretic or mods.
Oh, I had never.
Because you like Doom.
Yeah, I had never played Heretic for more than like a minute. Like, just went into like the first level and went, yeah, this is a Doom with a different skin on it. So I never actually played it. It's just, it's like.
Right, you already have the best one of those, which is Chex Quest. Chex Quest.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. My daughter was here, and she really loved the the rainbow keyboard. She was obsessed with its glowy rainbowness and wanted to try it. And I was like, hey, look at this Chex Quest game. Maybe this is a game that you might want to try. And she had zero fucking interest. And then saw this little icon on my taskbar and was like, what's this Minecraft looking icon up here? I was like, that's Minecraft. And then and then she would never have played Chex Quest because she was on Minecraft.
Kids like Minecraft too much.
It's just
can't all be fucking Minecraft, kids.
And this is what I'm constantly telling her. I'm like, it can't just be Minecraft. Minecraft isn't real life. Go out and make friends.
I get it. Minecraft is an educational game if you're stretching the definition of educational. And I don't think that a game needs to be educational to be valuable or to a kid or to teach a kid something. But the reason people give it to kids is because it seems educational, right? But nothing that makes you crazy like Minecraft makes kids crazy. It can be healthy. There's no way.
Well, I think the reason kids love Minecraft, I don't think it's the I mean, I don't know if adults are thinking it's educational. I can't say what they think. But I think
that that's the case.
It's just like, I think the reason kids love it so much is that it's an extremely open space for tons of imaginative play. It's like kids love to play pretend, and Minecraft creative mode is a pretend where you can make real things appear, So like, if you want to play house with your friend, you can make the real house and then play house in it. Or, you know, but also if you want to...
It's appropriate for kids to be...
You don't think playing house is appropriate?
I like Hugh Laurie as much as the next but I do not need children pretending to pop pills and solve polio.
And you're right, solve is the appropriate term here when we're talking about house. He doesn't cure things, he solves things.
He solves them, right. He's a puzzle master.
You know, but Minecraft is just so insanely open to, like, in terms of possibility space, especially when you start, once you start including mods in that, it's, you know, obviously, like, pretty much limitless. The kids just love that. They love having a big open space where they can play, I guess. Minecraft has been an incredibly useful tool for
outside.
Well, in the past year, Keith, it's been really hard for kids to be able to play with other kids in close proximity, and Minecraft is a thing that let many kids play with their friends in a pseudo physical space, since they couldn't be in a real physical space together.
Look, I know, you know,
You've been a child?
I've been a child before, which is why I feel qualified to say this
Debatable.
to all children.
Okay.
It's not all just Minecraft. Get over it.
Hey, could I say that's all the qualification you need?
Yeah. Get over it.
When someone goes, "Now I've been a kid," you're like, "Oh, this.
Get it.
Let's lean in. They're about to say something important." Yeah, we get it. It's not all It's not all ender pearls and netherite armor. Okay.
And by the way, kids,
go get your dick wet, nerd.
The worse it gets.
Wait, what?
I said the more shit they add to Minecraft, the worse it gets.
That's not true.
I think that they've peaked in terms of addable content.
I don't think.
Maybe.
I don't think they've peaked. I wish that they had peaked.
I don't know. I'm not saying that they peaked in terms of like players or zeitgeist.
No, I know. I know what you mean. I'm saying I wish they had peaked, because it would mean that they included a bunch of stuff that I think Minecraft needs and should have. But since they haven't done all that yet, I think they can keep adding stuff.
But will they?
They're always adding stuff, Keith.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems, maybe this is from an outsider's perspective at this point, but it seems like Minecraft is more interested in, you know, putting in new portals to weird boss worlds where there's unique materials for you to go get at this point than it is to being like, we should make it easier for people to do this thing that you have to do all the time in Minecraft.
Now,
because at some point,
I think,
to be fair, I think Minecraft, a lot of the fun is how difficult it is to do the things that you're trying to do all the time.
Well, I think this perspective that you're expressing, this like, oh, they're not making the game better, they're just like adding more stuff to it that no one's asking for. I think that was true in like the first 2 years of Minecraft. Like you're describing the Ender Dragon. That was the boss that they added to the game. That's just there to be the end of the game. And I guess the Wither was before that, but I don't think they've added any of those since then. It's been like 10 years of they don't add new bosses and stuff. It's literally like their most recent one was called the Caves and Cliffs update, where they just added new types of animals that live on cliffs and new types of rocks that might show up in caves. So it's actually pretty good. Fine. Like they're decent. Like I'm actually surprised. Like they keep adding like stuff, and I'm like, that's not useless. There's mountain goats now. Look at these goats. They're on the mountains. Mm-hmm. We all love mountain goats. It was funny. Yeah, it was funny. Like there was, you know, my daughter, like eager. They know the updates are coming like months ahead of time, and they're eagerly awaiting them. You know, the first time my daughter asked me if I could go online and check when the next Minecraft update is coming out, I was like, "Oh no, you're like a person now. You're anticipating the next addition to your video game? Oh my god." So
Kylie is terrified of the day that children become people.
Once she becomes fully sentient, that's it. Right? Because
you're dead.
we know what full sentience means. It means they fucking murder their parents and then eat their raw flesh. And I don't want that. And so that's why I have to do the only thing I can do, which is to take her out first.
Take her to where? Like Wendy's?
Well, I can't take her to Friendly's because they closed the Friendly's that was closest to her house.
Friendly's deserved it.
And they're all closing. Now,
those Keith, damn millennials.
Keith, I so desperately want to agree with you, but they had this super melt sandwich, okay?
What does that even mean?
It was basically like so fucking stupid. I mean, it is the epitome to me of like a Friendly's menu item, including the fact that it was delicious, which is like, it was like a chicken finger sandwich. It was like, we took 3 chicken fingers and then covered them in like barbecue sauce and some other kind of sauce, and we melted American cheese onto it, and then we put bread and toasted the bread, and that's a sandwich that you can eat now. And I'm like, yes, I will do that happily. Sometimes
sounds all right.
Simple pleasures, Keith.
Simple pleasures.
A chicken finger sandwich full of barbecue sauce and cheese and possibly ranch or something.
You don't even know what sauce?
I don't remember. I haven't been able to get one, Keith. They closed. The honey barbecue super melt sandwich, it's fading from my memory, Keith, like Marty McFly in that Polaroid.
God. Carrie, you have this picture of a honey barbecue sandwich and it's already 80% gone since that Friendly's closed because there's no other Friendly's.
Well,
because of the millennials.
No, Keith, I think they're like all closing. They might all be closed, or many of them are closing.
You might be right. I think there's like 2 Friendly's near me, I think.
I wonder if...
shouldn't be because they're bad.
I wonder if Friendly's has... okay. Friendly's is only in the Northeast of America, right? This isn't... People in...
I think it's a national...
People in Oregon don't know Friendly's, do they?
Someone from Oregon in the chat. Tell me if you know Friendly's.
Friendly's ice cream.
Well, it's a restaurant.
Well,
they barely are an ice cream place. I was Googling. At this point.
No. Everyone knows they're an ice cream place that let you sit down and order food.
Yeah, and that is the curse of the food. That's the food curse. Once you're a place that does something, and then you say, "And we could offer food," then you become a restaurant forever. It's a curse.
Okay, so I've gone... Oh, wait. Is this a Friendly's in Indiana? Or did I just accidentally click in Indiana? Friendly's restaurant. Yep, that's a Friendly's in Indiana, Montana, Delaware. All right, Friendly's gets around. Anyways, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I was pretty sure it was a national chain.
It was it's basically like a place that probably used to just sell ice cream and then slowly sold more and more food until they were a sit-down restaurant for children, basically. And like, they're known for having overpriced, crappy food aimed at kids, like practically
and terrible service.
And terrible service and ice cream that's fine. But and this was the thing, is that like a sit-down restaurant where kids have a little bit more leeway to be loud and annoying, and they have a guaranteed ice cream sundae at the end of the meal, it's practically an amusement park to them. Like, it's a real fucking event that you're going to Friendly's. That's the secret of Friendly's success, is like, when you're a parent, anywhere where you can take your kids where they will just be 100% thrilled that you're even going is like a real win. But I'm wondering, like, is Friendly's business getting eaten by the fact that just like more restaurants are like willing to tolerate obnoxious children? Is that a thing? Like, I feel like there used to be a time when it was like, ooh, where can we take these kids? Maybe Friendly's. And now it just seems like any place you can bring kids, probably.
I'm a bad person to ask, because I feel like I've always been a kid that you could take anywhere.
Sure. I wasn't.
No.
Not always. Probably somewhere in elementary school I transitioned from a kid you could hardly take anywhere to a kid you could take anywhere.
I was very polite.
I was just rambunctious.
Even when I was rambunctious.
And I know that's shocking.
Even because I was also rambunctious, but even as a rambunctious kid with ADHD, I knew that I had to behave or I would be in trouble. Like, at a place.
Well, I think maybe the difference there is that you needed to behave or you'd be in trouble, and I just probably wouldn't have been. I probably wouldn't have been in trouble, like, in the same way that you would have.
Yeah, it's true.
Boy, well, we talked about Friendly's somehow. And we're all sad that Friendly's, children across America will no longer know the joy of that monster sundae where the ears are
the mint ice cream,
half
the
a
cherry
Reese's
nose.
cup. Yeah.
Who will eat? Where will we go for buffalo tenders?
Where will I go for a chicken finger sandwich?
You mean there's somewhere where I can go to pay $12 for 8 buffalo tenders that takes 45 minutes to get to me?
Yeah, I mean, what we're talking about here is like Friendly's most popular menu item was their mac and cheese that was basically it was imitation Kraft mac and cheese. It was like mac and cheese. It was Kraft mac and cheese worse than Kraft mac and cheese, and that was probably their top selling item.
Right, which is an inedible food.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now look at this. Oh, this is a homemade one. Oh, this is a copycat. I thought we maybe had a situation of a disappointing reality of the Monster Sundae compared to this. But obviously, you went to Friendly's every time you ordered this. It was exactly like this.
What was?
This picture on my screen here.
Oh, I was.
Oh no!
Here.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I forgot that the stream was not seeing Sunday. I was saying
the Sunday always was perfect. I mean, it had to be. That's what their whole restaurant is built on, the idea that Sunday always looked like that.
Right. I actually never
that's why
ordered
kids
this.
wanted to be there.
It's true. I actually never ordered this one. When I was a little, slightly older, 10 or older, I know I got a bunch of these. This was the biggest ice cream sundae I had seen in my life at the time. It was an embarrassment of ice cream. How did we start talking about Friendly's?
I don't think Friendly's is dying. I mean, I think it's dying. I don't think it's imminently dying.
Candy bar, ice cream. Well, that's a very big ice. That is an extreme. That's not a Friendly's ice cream, but that is
no.
That's
too big.
That's big. 4 boxes of strawberry Pocky I can see waffles in there. Like, what are you even doing?
I really like the color on some of those scoops, though.
This giant sundae has 22 scoops of ice cream.
Great.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine that being your job is like someone made a big ice cream. Write it out.
I know. Like, imagine that slog, right? You're like, I gotta get up. I gotta get to work. I gotta write about a 22 scoop ice cream. What do we got in the mill today? Oof. 22 scoop ice cream, a dog that had a funny reaction when they saw themselves in the mirror.
Now imagine the same guy who likes it.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, look at this dog's reaction when they see themselves in the mirr. I gotta write about this.
Carol, it's like you're not listening to me. It had 22 scoops.
Can you believe I get paid to write about this?
Joke.
Oh wow,
This job pays a bill.
that's a big mood right there.
Oh, this like sort of over it face.
Yeah, I just like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm an ice cream.
I mean, honestly, this ice cream, this is a perfect Friendly's ice cream since it embodies the energy of a Friendly's wait staff member.
Oh my god.
Okay, here you go.
I don't know why. Like, do they think it's? Is it it's like part of the joke where it's like, what if we call our restaurant Friendly's and then we only hired really unfriendly people to work here?
I don't know that I actually have memories of the wait staff being unfriendly necessarily, but it's definitely like
bored and over it, like that face. I get it. I waited tables for years, but you know. They usually every restaurant only has a couple of them.
It just genuinely, it always felt like it was literally that thing I talked about where it was like, listen, this is the place where you can bring your rowdy kids and they can be somewhat annoying, but like, we're not going to pay really close attention to you. Like, we're not going to like wait on you hand and foot. You
know what it is? It's that like any restaurant with absurd like wait times for food like that, like when like Friendly's has,
what is this?
Like the wait staff is always like being yelled at for something that's beyond their control. Like there's no way to make the food come out faster. I'm sorry. There's no way. I cannot control it. The cooks can barely control it.
Right.
If anything, it is like a structural problem with the way that the restaurant is set up.
Right.
And I just think that any job that's constantly asking you to be yelled at because something out of everyone's control is happening, you're just going to get people. It's why Taco Bell and Dunkin' Donuts are the way that they are.
Oh my god.
And it's because like,
yeah, like it's
all those fast food jobs are the same except for their capacity as a structure to accurately put out orders. And Taco Bell and Dunkin' Donuts are the least able to actually get you your order, which means that they're the most likely to be screamed at over something that really isn't their fault, which also means that they're the least helpful and least friendly employees because they have a job that pays nothing that they're always getting yelled at over due to shit that's not their fault.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't really run into problems with Dunkin' Donuts, but Taco Bell is just like, it's incredible. Like when I was younger and I had one Taco Bell I went to, I was just like, and I was beside myself because like waiting in the drive-through line because I worked at the McDonald's drive-through window at the time. So I was like, this shouldn't take this long. This is not hard. I know how this works. But it's just like how, whatever the Taco Bell process is, it's just like, it's across the board. It's every Taco Bell. And that Taco Bell, like, I stopped going there for years and years and years because I moved away. Started going there again, same as it ever was. Amazing. Yep. The slowest fast food experience on the planet. The Taco Bell KFC on Cambridge Street in Woburn is the slowest drive-through line on the planet. But I will still go there because I can order a cheesy gordita crunch and a KFC famous bowl at the same time.
The flip side of this is that, or not the flip side, but like the thing about Dunkin'. I'm surprised you haven't had Dunkin' problems. Maybe it's because you don't eat real breakfast food, so you only ever order tuna there.
What?
And
no, Keith, I stopped ordering the tuna once they stopped selling it.
Oh, well, what weird thing do you get there now instead of breakfast food?
I get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a plain or everything bagel. That's
kind of surprising because you've many times been heard complaining about breakfast food and specifically Dunkin' Donuts breakfast food.
I don't know if I complain about Dunkin' Donuts. I'm always complaining about, my biggest complaint is when a fast food place that sells like burgers won't sell me a burger in the morning and wants me to get their shitty breakfast sandwiches. Because Dunkin' Donuts is at least usually better than some fast food breakfast has really been stepping up their game the past few years. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I genuinely really like the trash sandwiches that they feed you at McDonald's.
It's funny though, Wendy's can't make up their mind. There was like a time when I worked near a Wendy's, and so it would be morning and I would be hungry and there would be a Wendy's, and like I went there when they started breakfast. It was like something weird, like whatever their first breakfast thing was, I liked it and was like, this is good. Wendy's does breakfast good. And then I came back later and they were like, we changed our whole breakfast menu. Everything's different. And I was like, oh, this is garbage now. This sucks. But then I found like the one thing on the menu that I still liked, and then I came back again and they changed it all again.
What?
It's like, I don't know what their deal is. Hey Keith, this Sunday is called a Nor'easter Pothole. What do you think about that? That's a fun Sunday name. We all love that. It looks
you could
good.
Tell me that a Nor'easter Pothole is anything, and I would believe you. Did you know that this thing is called a Nor'easter Pothole?
It's got rocks in it.
What?
Look at it. You can see it.
Just candy rock.
I know,
right?
you can see it. No, no, Keith, they're real rocks. You got to chew them.
That seems dangerous.
You got to chew them. Well, this is why they're closed. They were breaking kids' teeth. So they've got shut down by the government.
That seems totally inappropriate.
It's, we should set up Hexen as a thing that I didn't do before. We probably need to what do we need to locate a WAD?
Oh, I absolutely think we need to locate a WAD.
Well, first we'll set up, we gotta fix all our keyboards, or you go with the arrow keys. No. Turn left? That's silly. No one needs to turn left or right. That's ridiculous. Jump? I guess that would have to be the space bar if we're jumping now. Thing about Heretic was it had looking up and down. That was new, but with keys. So I do it with E and C, and I center with F.
It was new, huh?
Apparently.
Newer than
up,
Dark Forces?
Down, center. Oh, I don't know that Dark Forces probably beat them. If you're saying like what was the first FPS where you could look up and down, it might have been Dark Forces.
That's a big deal.
Wow, that is a big deal. That's a huge deal. The other thing Heretic had was an item inventory with things like magic potions and other things that you could like, instead of just like the power up happens when you collect it, you had an inventory you could move between them. Artifacts. Oh, these are just my things. Quartz flask, one of each. What the fuck does that mean?
Have you decided that we're doing the game now?
Well, we're doing the setup to the
Okay.
Always run. I mean, you can talk to me about anything. This is not exactly the most exciting conversation.
Speak for yourself. I'm over the moon.
Okay, well, then don't talk to me about anything. We'll just keep doing this. We got to set up the mouse. Where's the mouse options? More controls. No. Other keys. What? Mouse. Oh. Mouse. Speed. 9. Enable mouse. Turn off vertical mouse movement. That's the thing where you push... And in Doom, if you push them, it had mouse support, but if you push the mouse forward, you walk forward, and if you push it back, you walk backwards, and it's bad, so we don't do that. More controls. Put use on the right mouse button, and put previous weapon on the mouse wheel up and down, which is somehow also my mouse side buttons. I don't know how that works, but it's what I want. Anyways, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, that's hot. We love that. Boop, boop, boop. Display. No, we can't do full screen because XSplit will hate that. We gotta do 720. Advanced. Okay. And let's finish up on the keyboard. What other controls do we have? We got these ones. That's all set. And menu navigation. Oh, this is important because I don't have real arrow keys. So I've just been doing with the WASD. It's fine. And I guess that's it. Whee! Yay! Save parameters and launch Hexen, but it probably won't launch, yeah.
Why didn't it launch? Why did you know that it wasn't going to launch?
Because I haven't given it a WAD yet, but I must just put it in the folder. Like, here's the Heretic folder.
Oh, this is the WAD you were telling me about, the famous WAD.
We gotta have the WAD. Keith, you don't know about WADs? Oh, Keith, tell me you know about WADs.
I don't know if I know about WADs.
Every Doom game has a WAD file, and that, of course, stands for Where's All the Data. Hey, where's all the data for Doom 2? It's in doom2.wad. So any source port that you want to do, you know, I'd have to run this thing in DOSBox if I was going to play real Doom, and then DOSBox is not going to run as well as if it were a DOS PC, so it's going to run like shit. So instead, we're going to do a source port, a version of Doom made for Windows that will run on Windows. I've chosen Chocolate Doom because it tries to be basically just vanilla Doom with a couple extra options. So it's chocolate. And it runs really nice, but I mean, we're doing chocolate Hexen. But Hexen needs hexen.wad to run because that's where it's all the data. And so now I need to find my Hexen. I think it's in, because I have it on Steam. Steam! How are you, Keith?
I'm okay. I'm just sort of watching you navigate folders, which is fine. And it is fine. If it didn't sound like I meant it, I do, actually.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we're all fine.
Yeah.
Here's Hexen.
I'm a little tired.
Oh, no. Is that,
That's no big deal.
These, I'll say these WAD files, this was sort of the secret, I forget if they like made this WAD file system on purpose to be like this. I think it was, is that like because the Doom engine looks for a single file for like all of the enemies and like wait, maybe not enemies, just the level designs or whatever. It was really easy to make user content. This is like Doom was like one of the first real mod scenes. Everyone was making WADs and putting them online. Bring back the ice cream, honestly. Oh wait, okay. I found the WAD. Now I take the WAD and I put it
where you stuff it
in here, maybe. Ugh. Barf. Did it not come? Hang on, everyone. Copying and pasting is really hard.
Yeah, we hate that.
I gotta take a second try. I gotta take a second try to copy and paste. Control C. Copy. I'll say I'm often disturbed by the number of people that copy and paste with the right click menu
instead of Control V.
Yeah. Can you believe these people?
I sometimes do it. It's not common.
I'm sickened by this.
It depends on the context.
Hey. Where'd it go? Oh, it's back.
Oh, there it is.
And I can hear it, and maybe the stream can hear it. I'm sure Keith can't hear it. And it's quiet now, but I bet as soon as the sound effects get going, it's gonna be loud as shit. Yep. Look at this. What is... That was a very big arm. Game. Bada bing.
Where you go?
Oh my gosh, you can break the glass now. This is what we need. Oh shit, there's classes.
Oh, you literally are playing this for the first time.
Yeah. Because I was like...
It makes sense. You just had to set it all up.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I know I like the first one, so we'll get... This is a live react. What should we be?
We got cleric. What were the... Oh, fighter, cleric, mage. Well,
I'm looking at...
I feel like you've done fighter. I feel like sort of fighter's a known quantity.
Yeah, and also look how low the magic is. I mean, in a game
Almost
where
no
what separates this from Doom is presumably the magic. We want to have some magic.
And I'll say, out of these, the other two seem like they have quite a bit of magic.
Right.
I think cleric. I think you want to go. I think you want to go halfway here.
Now, interestingly, this mage sprite, this was the final boss of the previous game. So this is like, wow, you could be that guy. You know, that's...
Oh, hey, look, the gun looks just like a Chex Quest gun.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, Pope, you fucking weirdos. We're gonna... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Quick game.
Everyone knows that Pope is the most...
Oops.
The most badass religious figure.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's certainly the most powerful in certain, you know, whatevers. I guess if you were a Catholic, I guess you would be like, yeah, the Pope, they're... Wow, so I can totally imagine the Pope punching these demons. You know how they do. You know how those Catholics do. They're like, go, Pope, go punch. But since we're just playing the beginning of the game, I'm gonna...
Pope, he's arrived in his Pope mobile.
Here I am, I'm in it. Wow, look, that is so much... I know this doesn't look like anything, but it looks so much closer to a modern FPS attack than like anything that was in Doom.
It's a little slow.
I don't have a gun. So the thing I would have said about Heretic was that I really, really liked it, but it was just Doom. Like, you start with a magic wand, but the magic wand is just the pistol. Like, it shoots little magic blips that are just like a pistol. But this is really like, I got a melee weapon. What the hell is that about?
It's about bashing these guys.
I have to say,
evil.
I do feel like I'm playing a fantasy RPG in a way I did not ever feel in Heretic. But I mean, then again, it's not exactly what I signed up for, Keith.
Is it not what you signed up for? You knew that it was a fantasy RPG, right?
I mean, I just like Doom so much, now I'm worried. What if it's not Doom enough for me?
I have really good news about that Doom still exists in a lot of different.
Ooh, wow! I broke a pot open and
so much.
It had
so much
thing
Doom
in
out
it.
there. It had a what?
I broke a pot and it had a thing in it. That's just like a fantasy RPG.
There's so much Doom in the world.
Wow!
That you've been getting your Doom fixes from games that aren't even Doom because they're Doom.
This is all. See, this is exactly why we had to get my first reaction to the game on the stream, because it's like, it's all this. This game is front loaded with all this stuff that you couldn't do in the last one. It had those cool stained glass windows everywhere, but I always wanted to break them, and they didn't break. Now they break. We love that.
Are you gonna play Daikatana next?
Oh God, I gotta play Daikatana. Daikatana is such a funny. Ah! What the fuck? Daikatana is so funny. You never read Masters of Doom, did you?
No. I don't care about these people.
Right. When do I get a gun, though? I mean, there's a.
You really want a gun that bad?
No. Wow. What's happening? Am I stuck? I'm not. What? That was weird. Huh. Now I'm seeing the benefit to the fighter. I didn't realize I was going to be doing so much meleeing. Huh. Okay.
How does it sound?
How's it sound? It sounds like Doom. Which is to say, there's actually not music playing. Kind of an unfortunate misconception about Doom is that it has great music. It actually has one great music, the first one. And the rest of it's kind of lame and / non-existent. Wait, oh no, there is music happening. It's just so quiet. Options. Those are all my options? Oh, okay. Oh.
Music volume.
Yeah, make the screen a little bigger, for God's sake. Every Doom game has the option to make the screen little if your computer was not good enough. There's always one extra one that goes full screen, but it's useless because they don't give you all the HUD info that you need, so you can't actually use it. Ah, we can turn the music up. I think it's sad, very sad. Look at this lightning.
So when you're, let's say that you beat this, you're done with it, you finish it.
Okay.
Does that mean that you're gonna want to play an actual more Doom-like Doom thing next? Or are you gonna start playing like Elder Scrolls 2?
I mean, realistically, I might not have enough Doom left in this little Doom phase to finish Hexen. But I guess if I finished it, I would move on to Hexen 2, which I think is a Quake engine game. But then I probably won't like it because Quake is not nearly as good as Doom.
Wow.
Yeah.
She went there.
Shots fired from Doom towards Quake.
I gotta say, I'm not a fan of either. Not to say I dislike Quake.
Look at me, look up and down. Look at it.
I guess there's your answer. I was gonna say not to say I dislike Quake because I don't, although I do dislike Doom. It's like, well, there's your answer. Quake is better because I'm not a fan, but I like it more than Doom.
Now, when you say Quake, are you speaking of Quake as a franchise or as a singular game?
Quake is a franchise.
Okay.
I've played most of them. I have not played a lot of any of them.
Okay. I've barely played any Quake that isn't Quake 1. But Quake 1 is just, I don't know, it just seems like what was impressive about Quake was that it was, I don't even know what to call the graphics. It was real. It was actual 3D. You know, it was like,
True.
It was for all intents and purposes, the first truly 3D game in the way that we think of it in a modern context, like of it, you know, conceptualizes polygons in its computer brain and then shows them to you. And like that was big. That was a big deal at the time, but you know that doesn't translate that well to enjoying that game. It is interesting to hear about. You know, listen to that tech pod that Brad and Will make, and they talk about how I wasn't really around for this because I was a little kid, but about how like Quake was like one of the, it was like the first game that had an online community. You know, there were people that their main computer-based interest was Quake, and they went to the internet to check news updates about Quake and Quake mods and the community around Quake. And that's interesting, but again, that's not in the game.
That's not, you don't get that from playing Quake.
No. What are we doing here? Ah! We love that.
No gun still.
Yeah, I'm really not enjoying the melee. I mean, it's I guess...
You take that back.
I mean, it's maybe better than I would have expected if you told me that I didn't start with any kind of projectile weapon, but I was kind of hoping for some run and gun action today. You know, as I played Doom or Heretic, you know, I was saying this to myself as I was playing Heretic, going, I love Doom. It's just like it's one of those games to me. It's just like I'm playing it and I'm like, wow, this is a game. This is game. You know, and you ever play a game and you're just like, damn, this is a game, and it's such a game, but I love it.
No,
never.
No, I actually don't know exactly what you mean.
I guess I mean like, oh, I forgot to save. Wow, maybe we gotta go back to Heretic. There's actually more Heretic I haven't played.
Okay.
Because there was
wow, you're really changing, huh? You really bounced off of this, huh?
You know, I
couldn't cut it, huh?
Well, no, I'm just feeling like, well, I'm gonna have to restart that level from the beginning again because I forgot to save, and I'm just gonna be going around. It's just gonna be more whacking, and I'm like, we got the whacking, you know?
Yeah, fair.
Oh no, it's full screen. Does this work? Probably not. Game capture. Heretic. No. It does not work when it's full screen. And it won't work, and stop asking. It is louder though. Hey, this is something, Keith. I have. Oh, get out of here! I have my.
So much worse.
I have my. I have my. Why will Chocolate Doom not close? I have my Windows. I switched Windows to the dark theme. Did you know Windows has a dark theme? Look at my Explorer window. It's dark now.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just in Windows. It's just in there. Go.
You know, I don't have the I don't have the brain disease that forces me to turn every application to dark mode.
I mean, I don't need everything to be dark mode. I don't it's not feeding my need to feel like a stealth fighter pilot or something. But I'm just thinking Explore is very white and it's boring looking, and I've been looking at it for a while. I'll try this dark mode thing.
Sure.
It's easier on the eyes. How
I'm not here
is.
to sink anyone's ship.
Yes, you are. Right? Let's not tell lies now.
Sure.
Whoa,
I'm not
look
here
at
to sink
that.
anyone's ship besides Captain Tobin, pirate of the high seas.
I don't know how this got on the screen, but I love it. There it is. Okay.
Looks like ass.
Now look at the fucking difficulty levels in this version. This is Doom brain poison infecting Heretic.
I can't even read it.
Well, yeah, it's thou needeth a wet nurse, yellow bellies are us, bringest them oneth, thou art a smite meister, black plague possesses thee.
Can you believe with how bad nerds are that they literally used to be worse?
It's hard to imagine. So here we're here in the first level of the Heretic expansion that I chose to skip because usually expansions to Doom games are way harder than the games themselves. I'm already out of ammo. We're back to melee attacks.
Yeah, you have traded melee.
This stick poke was an attack I didn't have to use at all through the main game even once. Wow. And now here we are. How do I get bullets? How do I get magic? What the fuck? Ooh, all right, there we go. This is the good weapon. This is one of the main weapons you get to use a lot, and what I like about it, it's like a triple shot crossbow. It basically, like, a lot of the weapons in this game are like remixes of Doom weapons. So this is like, what if the rocket launcher did less damage, but it didn't have splash damage that hurt you, and you got way more of them, so you can just shoot them all the time. And what I mean, I guess, when I was like, damn, this Doom is so game. It's such game. It's like, it's just a game about run around and shoot the enemies, and also run around and look for the key and the door. But I love it so much. But also, it's so basic. But that's part of what I love about it. I'm like, just having such a great time with such a basic little thing.
Wow, what a stupid little nothing that I love.
Wow, what a stupid nothing I love. Wow, games can be such a small thing and yet such a big thing. And I don't want to fight this.
God, I love thinking about how people used to just love this.
No, I'm thinking about how I love it right now. I'm like, wow, I'm playing this game and it's so much fun and I really like it.
Right, like how quaint it is. And like, how could anyone even like this for real?
No. I'm just like, wow, it's so quaint, and yet it's just as good as all those
just
not
as good as
quaint
it's not
games
quaint
that I
because
like.
of how good it makes me feel to like this quaint little nothing.
No, it's a fun game.
A fun game for what it is.
No, it's just good. Ah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I didn't get a chance to say this, but I want to say it still. I live right next to a Dunkin' Donuts. I like to get a bagel from there in the morning, and sometimes a breakfast sandwich. And literally the last 6 times that I've been there, they've messed something up.
Wow.
Like in a row.
damn, I thought honestly when I was like, oh, I thought I was being a little bit of a baby when I skipped these levels because I was like, these will probably be really hard. No, they're just immediately psychotically hard. This is the Doom formula. Apparently. Oh, I have the yellow key.
Open up. Time to have your Doom formula. Evil baby.
That's okay. That's the part of the Doom formula I don't like. The part where the expand. You know, this is sort of like a. I think games have stopped doing the thing where they expect people who buy the expansion to have mastered the original game. I think they realized pretty quickly that limits sales a lot. And they started doing the type of expansion that like adds content throughout the game instead of just like, here's extra hard levels that come at the end. You never needed...
The lighting is pretty... The flickering fire is like actually kind of cool.
I'm dead.
Why? Why did you do that again?
I didn't mean to.
Be better.
Is this the final boss? Look at me, I'm fighting the final boss.
I don't think you are.
Look, wait, that's not the final boss. That's a regular enemy. Where's the boss? There they are. Here's something fun. Circle strafing around like this and watching the bullets hit them from the left or the right. And so this is what I was doing last night. I was circle strafing a red wizard and shooting them a lot. That's how I spend my time. Look, we're in an underwater dome. You probably noticed that immediately. You were like, wow, this is so obviously an undersea dome. That's where I am right now. It continues to, I'm gonna say, impress. It continues to amaze me what a great job the Doom engine does at putting you in a space and making you feel like you're in it, and what a terrible job it does at conveying to you that that space exists in a real place that might look like a thing you're familiar with.
What do you? So you're saying like it sure does feel like Doom, and Doom sure doesn't look like anything.
I mean, like, it so effectively creates a 3D environment for you to play a game in, but
yeah, that's all it's trying to do.
It always has, like, the fiction always has like a, you know, you're on Mars, you're underwater, you're in some other interesting place, you're in Earth now, you're on Earth now, and you're like, wow, the surface of Earth looks a lot like Hell, which looked a lot like Mars, which turns out to also look a lot like an underwater complex. It's fine, Keith.
You're just saying that this game doesn't. You're just saying that Doom doesn't look very good.
I'm basically saying Doom skyboxes don't look like anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, it's blue, right? I guess that means underground.
Underwater.
Underwater. That's what I mean. Yes.
It's just blue mountains, and I died again. This might surprise you, Keith. I die in these games a lot more when I'm streaming them instead of when I'm just actually focusing on the game I'm playing.
Well, and you're also, this is extenuating circumstances. You're playing the extra hard thing.
That was
right?
The final boss. The final boss of the less hard part, I guess. We're back to Hexen. Or we can be done. Either one.
Unless
you're dying to talk about more stuff.
I think that you could try and get the gun in that Hexen.
I could try to get the gun in that Hexen. I just have to remember to
one more
save.
time.
You got to remind me to save. Oh, and I guess I won't do it on the harder difficulty. Because I was like, I'm jumping into a game I'm really familiar with, Doom. And so I don't need to start on a low difficulty, I start on a high difficulty. But then it turned out that this was not a Doom like a Doom that I was familiar with.
It sure wasn't.
Whoa. What's in here? Look at these trees. Wait, I can break these trees. That's good. Because if they're just expecting me to like see through the trees all the time, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, maybe it's only the gray ones I can break. How do I open you? Oh, green door. Oh, I'm saving it. Oh, hey! I didn't even notice how unusual that was, that, like, door opening. That must have been some kind of custom thing they programmed, because that's not in Doom. Oh, here's my jump! I'm jumping. You know all these
Jump Let me jump.
Hang on. Look at me go! It's a jump.
Nice.
I had used Doom source ports in the past that added looking up and down and added jumping, and I always thought that that was like a purely like user created thing, but I guess there were some official products that did do that. Ah. It's funny how Quake was the game that was supposed to be the like fantasy RPG, and it didn't end up that at all. Yeah, that was their original plan for Quake, was it was going to be like the Elder Scrolls, but you know, but before the Elder Scrolls existed. Except it turns out id was good at making one game, and it was Doom, and so they made Quake be a bad Doom, but in 3D.
Be a bad Doom, but in 3D.
Be a bad Doom, but in 3D. It was like apparently with Quake they spent tons and tons of time making all these like the art team was like making assets for a game. They were like just randomly generating assets that they were just trying to guess could be useful in a fantasy RPG. And meanwhile, like the gameplay team is trying to figure out how to make that a game that's fun to play. And in the end, they ended up with essentially like a Doom clone that looks like half of it is in medieval times for no reason. And then like the other half is like in a sci-fi world. And they kind of like ginned up a story that was about like, you know, like interplanar portals that connect these disparate realities, when really it was just like kind of a shotgun approach to creating a game. No pun intended.
Ah! What a card.
When the Doom shotgun goes bad, we thought the Doom shotgun was great, but it turns out the thing about Quake to me is the weapons are really weird. Like that nail gun thing. There's no like, to me there's no regular weapons in Quake. Maybe they're trying not to retread stuff from Doom? Did I get what's back there? Oh, Ultima Underworld would have been before Doom even. So I guess there already had been a first-person fantasy RPG.
Ultima Underworld.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought that I looked away and you had a gun, but it's just that you have a mace and someone was
shooting at me.
Shooting near you.
I broke all the windows. Wait, why do I keep doing this?
Breaking the windows or forgetting to save? What did you do?
Oh, I have the green. Oh, I have the green key. No, there's a door that when you hit the use key on the door, it flips around and then shoots fireballs at you. And I kept forgetting that and then trying it. Wow, we're in it. What if there just is no guns in this game and there's magic?
There was a gun in the the demo footage.
Oh. Okay. What have I done?
Oh no, what did you done?
I flipped a switch and didn't know. What the fuck? Oh, now they're gonna fight each other.
I feel like there's not a ton going on in this game.
Well, no, there isn't. It's only the first level, Keith. It could get very intense.
Ooh, that flying bird is cool.
And this looks like a bird to you.
Yes.
Some kind of hell spawn, Keith. It was like a devil bat on fire. You've seen a bird like that?
I guess
You're not gonna find that on Merlin. You're gonna say, oh, it's got a pointy tail and it's on fire. Merlin's gonna be like, that's a demon, my guy. And I know what you're thinking. Isn't Merlin an expert in magical creatures? Not that Merlin. Okay, I'm gonna be careful of this thing. Oh. Oh. It looked like there was a green door on the map. Where's my green door?
Green door?
Where's my green door?
You know what I've always found funny about old games?
What?
The just way you glide upstairs.
I love gliding upstairs. Wish I could do that in real life.
You're just like so fast and smooth.
I love moving around in Doom in general. I love the glide. I love to just slide through this environment with a gentle sway. Just a gentle sway to my little item.
Yeah,
oh, here's
nonsensical head bob.
Here's something. An off-center item. It's not in the center of the screen like how Doom do. Wow, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good idea that they didn't do that because it looks stupid in Doom.
Yeah. Ah! I hate this.
You missed your chance.
Sweet. These purple things are health potions that I can carry with me. What?
Hit the bell. Hit it. Melee it.
Do we dare? Whoa! That's pretty cool.
Look at how smooth.
That was cool. I didn't expect it to animate at all. Yeah, it made a gonging sound. What have I done?
Do the impression of the gong for me.
It sounded like a dong dong dong.
Nice.
Well, it's a bell. It's not a gong, is it? Sorry, that was my impression of the bell. Did you want me to do an impression of a gong, or should I just...
No,
are we good with that
enough.
one? Okay. So... definitely a thing that happens a lot in Doom. It's not my favoriteest part of it, is that sometimes you flip an important looking switch and it's like, time to walk around and figure out what that switch did. What part of my map have I not been to? You know, I love to fill out a map. Love to find a spot where there's no map on the map and then make there be a map on that spot. See, this is why this game ticks so many boxes for me. It's fun to move around in. It's got, I would say, a simple but satisfying gameplay loop, and also I get to fill out a map.
The map looks good, too.
Oh, wait. That's a warp thing. This is...
the blood portal. You do not want to go into a...
They've given me a blood portal and an open door. And I have to choose now. And I choose the blood portal.
You all ever seen a blood portal?
This...
Greetings, mortal.
What?
Stand up.
Are you ready to die?
Yeah. I've been ready. What? Okay. Oh, there's a timer on my map. What? Is this the rest? Was this still the same map? What? Oh, this is just back to where I came from. Well, there's nothing for me here.
Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die?
Yes, I am ready. Yeah, that wall does just disappear like that. That's really weird. Oh. Keith, you dead?
No, I'm just watching.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard to say something about this.
Yeah, that's kind of why I moved to Heretic for a bit there, because I was like, I feel like we did get it, though. But not that really provides much else to say.
Yeah, that's
it really does just want me to hit all these things with my stick, though. That's kind of disappointing. What's this?
Why does does Doom...
I just poisoned myself.
Can't believe you.
Well, sorry, I guess I just meant, like, you know, in Doom, your melee, much like your spoon in Chex Quest, Keith, to give you a reference for something that you could understand.
Right.
It's only ever meant as, like, it's practically a joke. It is like a weapon of last resort that's so useless, it's not even that useful as a last resort. And so this is such a totally sudden change
Chex Quest
to
all
me.
Spoon run.
Right. I've been dying to see that. Here, I'll poison. Are you poisoned now? Have I poisoned you? What is that noise? Is that the noise that they make when they're poisoned? Ow. Asshole. It's, oh, I think we've got an entrance here? Nope. And these don't open? Those don't open. And this doesn't open? And this doesn't open? And this doesn't open?
I'm starting to think it'd be easier to hear a list of things that do open.
Well, I don't know that I can give you that list at this time.
Very short list, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's a flechette.
Flechette means little flesh.
Keith, what do I do? Keith, what do I do? Ah!
I don't know.
Of course, I missed the switch, obviously, and that was my fault. What the fuck? Why are there serpents in there? The only one of these in the original was the final boss was riding one. I don't want this. Ah! I got a thing! Keith, it's a gun! It's a magic gun!
Nice. Are those your arms, or are those arms part of the gun?
That's the end of the staff. This is a staff.
Oh, those are two dragons fighting an eye.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Serpents. They may be
extremely
serpents.
radical. This game just got way better, like, that quickly.
Finally, a little bit of doom.
Fine, it's what we were all wanting, Keith. We were all desperate for it.
Yeah,
You
now that it's
possibly
more like
even
doom,
more than
I all
me.
of a sudden have a lot to say about the game.
Yeah, suddenly you're like, wow. And I must remind you, Keith, that we don't need much more to say about it, considering that we're now 2 hours and 40 minutes past the start time of our 90-minute show.
Yeah, we can go whenever.
We
I'm just
can.
saying, look, there's plenty of good game. Look,
Uh-oh, here it comes.
I love Sudoku.
Batten down the hatches for a
All I'm
extremely
saying-
vicious burn.
I love Sudoku, but I wouldn't expect you to have a lot about it to say if I wanted to do it for Snooze Button one day.
But what if you don't realize how much I have to say about Sudoku?
Egg on my face,
Right.
crow in my mouth.
Now again, the threshold for these Snooze Button games is 45 minutes. You can do anything for 45 minutes. You don't even need to, no one said you had to talk about Hexen. You can talk about anything while Hexen's happening.
Yeah, we talked a lot.
We did talk a lot. And I don't know how to get
I
up
feel
here.
like it was totally fine to let you play Hexen with minimal commentary. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I guess you're right. I don't think the viewers were starved. You know, certainly not starved like I've been starved by the disappointment, by the disappearance of friendlies. Right?
Right, you are on a hunger strike.
Yeah. Because Because I'm a very picky eater, and I only like ice cream sundaes and chicken finger super melts.
Well, you'll eat anything shaped like a monster.
And macaroni. Yeah. I need my food to reflect my inner self. How do I get up here? What is this, Keith? Keith, what is this? What is this? I don't know. I want to end. It'd be nice to end the stream with finish this level. That'd be really nice. I'd love to do that. End of sentence. I'd love to do that. What's happening? There's leaves blowing around. Maybe I need to go back. I don't think I needed to go back. Maybe I need to... No, there wasn't anything there.
I'm getting hungry.
Maybe it's my jump. I need to jump. Maybe there...
I'm getting hungry for lunch.
You're getting hungry for lunch?
Yes.
I'm getting hungry. Whoa!
Was there just one guy?
There was just... Yeah, I think there's just one guy I hadn't found. Is it open now? No, it's not. Wait, oh, maybe it is. Was that all I needed?
To duck?
No, maybe it was just always doing that. I wish I had a duck. Oh wait.
Do you not have a crouch?
Wait,
Sure?
Oh wait. I can... Oh, god damn it. I needed to get up here, and I can get up by jumping. I forgot. I literally did need to use my jump. I forgot I could jump.
So you just saw that tall step, and you were like, insurmountable.
Yes. I was like, this is... Because all of my Heretic playing taught me that. There kept being ledges where I was like, surely I can get over this ledge. But the answer was no, you can't. Wait, what the fuck?
How fun to think about a time in video games where it's like a new one will come out and it'll be like, new features, jump.
Okay.
This one has jump.
This one has jump.
We've introduced all new features like jump.
That's what I think is that's part of what I think is interesting about these games.
Cute. Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, it's very
like,
cute.
Look at that.
No, I love because what's interesting is, Doom is like a lot of people's first person game experience, which is so much more immersive than, say, Commander Keen or Mario. That just the idea that an enemy could be around the corner from you, right? Like that
Right.
That normal thing of just like, ooh, what's over here? Is there someone behind me? I can't see the whole play field on the screen at once. Like, I love that kind of stuff. Keith, there's nothing wrong with remembering and appreciating the simple joys of the first person perspective.
Right.
But then I also continuously am impressed by how much fun I have playing Doom, despite how old and rudimentary it is. Because I don't think I would have this much fun playing Ultima Underworld. But then again, I don't know.
You never know.
Anyways, this game confused me.
I think you would have more fun playing Star Wars Dark Forces.
Ooh, I actually don't have as much fun playing that game. The levels are more confusing.
I thought you liked Dark Forces 1.
I do, just not as much as Doom. Anyways, I thought I had more
experience with 2 anyway, which is, I think, and we can all agree, obviously better than Doom.
I certainly agree that you...
Cut it there. Nope, she certainly agreed.
Oh, sorry, you said better than Doom. I thought you were just going to say Dark Forces 1, and I was like, I certainly agree that you like it better and that I haven't played it. I was going to say, I thought I hadn't beaten the first level, but I was confused, and actually, I just beat the second level, and now I'm on the third one. And I guess this timer in the corner is like a full game timer. Like, I don't know. Anyways...
Anyway.
thanks for watching me play Hexen, everybody, and thank you for tuning into the. Oh yeah, of course I got something to play right now. That's of course the outro music as we play at the end of every show, which Keith, you just couldn't hear. It was already playing that whole time.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Right.
And now that I hear the end, now I hear that music, and it really does just feel to me like, wow, the end of a podcast. You know?
Right.
Like,
Which
I didn't
is
really...
a Pavlovian response to that we have ended podcasts with that.
Yeah. It didn't feel like the end of a podcast until I heard it, and I was like, wow, this really is the end. You know? It's like...
Right.
It's like, wow, it really is the end. Like, it might be the end, like right here.